This is a topic I used to talk about so many times when I used to work as a sexual health nurse. Don't do it. Just don't do it. You don't need to do it. You don't need to do it. Hi, my name is Cherie. Welcome to my channel. If you've been here before, welcome back. If you've never been here, welcome to my channel. My channel is all about personal finance, where I discuss my own personal finance, my budget. I'm not a finance advisor. I'm just trying to clear all my debts and get on that debt-free journey. I'm talking about self-care, where I'm trying to bring that spa treatment home, discuss body products for my body to make my body soft, my skin soft, anything to enhance my body care routine, my skin routine at home, and wellness, where I talk about mental health topics with dating, anything about wellness and mood and emotions. And today is one of those subjects: female hygiene. Okay, I've wanted to talk about this subject for a very long time. I have been a sexual health nurse for about 5 or more years, and it's a topic that I, have spoken about in the clinic lots of times. I'm not a sexual health nurse anymore, but I can't help still thinking about sexual health and talking about sexual health, especially among my friends and probably strangers half the time, because I'm just that comfortable talking about the subject. But this one subject, this one thing I see on YouTube time and time again, people talking about feminine hygiene, how to get your genitals to smell like watermelon, to smell like this, to be like that. Listen, this is just all wrong. You can do all that if you want bacterial vaginosis or if you want thrush, okay? You just don't need to do that. You really don't need to do that. The vagina is a self-cleaning system, and I know that as girls, we like everything to smell nice and be nice and clean for ourselves and whoever else, but we just don't need to do it. It's a self-clearing system. That discharge that you get out of your vagina, that's what it's doing. It's clearing it, and that's it. The vagina is for me, what I explain it is to be, it's a very temperamental thing, okay? As girls, we're already temperamental. The vagina is even worse, okay? The vagina's pH is about 4.5. Your period changes the pH of the vagina. When you have sex, if the person has, ejaculated inside you, that's going to change the pH of your vagina. If you put soap in there, up there, that's going to change the pH of your vagina. And what happens? Then you get bacterial vaginosis. So bacterial vaginosis is the changing of the pH of your vagina. You can get this fishy type odor or this watery type discharge when you feel just wet. You feel wet, you'll feel unclean, you'll feel dirty, and that's bacterial vaginosis, okay? So why that comes is because you've just thrown off the pH balance. Do you know what I'm saying? Like I said, the period does that already. So can you imagine what soap's gonna do? I already scarred myself when I was a little child, okay? And my mum says, okay, it's time for you to wash your genitals. Okay, what do? Get the soap and I go down there, okay? And then it burns, it burns. It burns. Like, I can't explain the burnage. It burns, okay? Like, it burns. I never did it again because the girl was scared. I was scared, okay? So I never did it again. Going to sexual health, understanding, learning, teaching myself to understand this so I can tell patients why not to use any soaps or anything like that. Because most of the time when girls and women come into the clinic and they feel, a bit uncomfortable or whatnot, it's bacterial vaginosis. It's something that's simple. You don't have to have sex to get bacterial vaginosis. You don't have to have sex to get thrush, but bacterial vaginosis is the one that causes it more than thrush. And it's just something that we can avoid. Yes, there is soap like FemFresh. Half the time I want to email them and say, why have you got a product that you're saying is for the vagina? But it's a product, it's a business model. It's something that they obviously wanted to create because they know as females what we're like. We do not need soap down there. All you need to do is in the genital region, the mons pubis and the outside of the lips where the hair grows, the pubic hair grows, you can use soap there. But even when you use soap there, it should be something that's gentle. It should be something that's non-fragrance. It's not something that should be highly fragranced, because like I said, the vagina is very temperamental, and water just doesn't go just in one place. It will go inside, and from there you can then open the lips if you want to, use the water and the bit of the soap and the suds that you have on the outside that you've used to clean on the inside. Don't go inside. Don't go inside. Just don't go. Just don't do it. Just don't do it. Keep the pH of the vagina. Don't let it go off. It does anyway, because of, you know, like I said, with if someone's ejaculated inside you, you'll change the pH of the vagina. Sometimes in your period, it'll change the pH of the vagina. So it's something that just happens. Anything can change the pH of your vagina. If your fingers are dirty and you put your fingers inside your vagina, or if somebody else's fingers are dirty and they put the fingers inside your vagina, it just doesn't like it, you know? It's just like, you know, why have you destroyed my atmosphere? You know, atmosphere was good, aura was nice and everything, and you destroyed it with your fingers or with whatever it is. Just make sure whatever you put in your vagina, if it's a dildo, if it's fingers, if it's a moon cup or whatever it is, make sure that it's clean. Sometimes people get bacterial vaginosis from pads, from tampons, because of the fragrance and the fibers that are on the material. It's just temperamental. So that's the only one thing that you need to know about female hygiene. You do not need soap, okay? Soap's pH could be 7, 8, 9. Okay, 9 probably be a bit hard. I'm not a chemist or whatever. I'm trying to remember, you know, pH from back in the day in school. And your pH of your vagina is a 4, 4.5. pH of sperm is around 8. So you would think that, you know, God would make the sperm so it could go in the vagina. So, you know, they would be equal, but it's not, okay? So that's why some people get bacterial vaginosis after they've had sex, or they've had something, you know, like the pads, or, you know, not so much washing powder and stuff like that, because, you know, you have the lips there, because the lips there are a protective device. You've got 2 sets of lips. They're a protective device for your vagina. And, you know, these days people get waxed and Brazilian waxes and everything else, so there's no pubic hair. So now crabs, you know, they're a bit rare. You know, we like that, but they're a bit rare because they haven't got nothing to hold on to. But that's the only thing that you need to know about female hygiene. Do not use soap inside of your vagina. Use it on the outside where you've got the hair, where you've got the first set of lips to protect the kingdom of the temple of the vagina, okay? Just don't do it. Just don't do it. As a sexual health nurse in the past, loving my profession, looking at many vaginas inside and out, you just don't need to use soap inside the vagina, okay? You don't need to use soap inside of, you know, the bigger lips, okay? Yes, sometimes it gets a bit mucky and everything like that, but use the soap that you've already used on outside to go inside. Yeah, I know this video is a little bit longer than I expected, but I just hope that I get my point across. You just really don't need to do it. It doesn't need to smell like a watermelon. I don't think penises smell like watermelons, do you know what I'm saying? It just needs to smell clean, and you need to be comfortable. And that's about it. So my name is Cherie. Welcome to my channel and my video. That was good to get off my chest. And I hope that you have an enjoyable day. Comment down below about all these little things you might be using, you know. And let's have a conversation. If not, I shall see you in the next video. Bye for now.